Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. This is Phase 5, Week 4, Day 4 and the start of Group B for your entertainment. 10 matches to bring you tonight. Well, this Phase 5, Week 4 got underway Monday morning and we're going to have a look how Group A played out. It was a dominant performance by Colin Osborne, as you can see, dropping just the one match to Johnny Haynes over the course of 3 days, and that happened on Monday. He went Tuesday and Wednesday unbeaten. Scott Williams, who we're going to see tonight, also progressed into this Group B, as did Andy Jenkins. 4, 5 and 6, of course, they go in to Group C, which started this morning at 9:30 a.m. and it was Johnny Haynes' turn to be the dominant force. He went through the card unbeaten today, winning 5 out of 5. But good debutant performances from Ryan Furness and Carl Hamilton. Gareth Ashley, of course, was involved Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, as was Josh McCarthy, who picked up just the one win apiece. So we go on to Group B, and let's have a quick look at the fixtures for this evening. As I said, 10 matches to bring you. Stephen Burton against Mike Gillet. Of course, those two have been involved in the live league before. More about that later. Colin Monk makes a return. Second place in Group A, Scott Williams is back, as is Andy Jenkins, who fought so hard on the final day on Wednesday to take a place in Group B. And he will be up against Stephen Burton. And there's your 5 players. Remember, this group, it's the top 3 that progress in to Saturday night's final, where, of course, Colin Osborne awaits. So, without no further ado, let's get on with the action. And our first match is Stephen Burton up against Mike Gillett. This is Mike Gillett. Had some experience in the live league, as this man. In fact, Stephen Burton was part of the original live league. Started, well, when we started at the beginning of lockdown, of course. Mike Gillett from Chandler's Ford. He's a 24-gram custom dart, left-hander, and a Welsh international. 2 very, very good players. However, the bookies fancy Burton. He's 1-2. Mike Gillett 6-4.
Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Mike Gillett has played 40 matches in the live league, winning 23, losing 17. Stephen
58.
Burton, he's played on 46 matches, or in 46 matches, should I say. Won 26, lost 20. Both have
140.
Averages. Burton 86.37. Mike Gillett 83.59.
80.
A high for Burton of 104.48. A high for Gillett of 93.54.
100.
180s per leg, a very similar stat, 0.12
100.
for Gillett, 0.11 for Burton. Gillett has the superior checkout percentage rate of 36.09%, 32.46 for Burton.
96.
A bright
Mike
start in leg 1 for Mike Gillett. Looking to get a breaker throw at the earliest opportunity. As you can see from the darts, a smooth barrel.
65.
Terry Jenkins
Stephen,
used
you require 167.
use a smooth barrel.
125.
Good recovery to leave 42.
Mike, you require 96.
Treble 20, double 18. May go double-double here. because that is not a nice light. I can't see too much of the treble 20. Yeah, he went for tops. Honestly. All the matches this evening, if you're joining us for the first time,
Stephen, you require
as
42.
usual. Best of 7, first to 4, 2 points for a win. Oh, he's missed the big number. 27 remaining. There's plenty of options for you amateur players out there.
37.
That was not the way to go.
Mike, you
Go
require
for the
58.
19 or the 7. They give you an option and it's a big target. So tops for Gillet for a break.
Game shot on the
He
first
finds
leg.
it.
Mike Gillet.
It's a tidy enough leg for Mike Gillett. And as I said, an all-important breaker throw, which he needed to win this match. 1-0.
Second leg, it's Mike's
2 points
first.
for a win.
Game on.
And leg difference will play its part. Remember,
100.
the bonus of being in Group B is the top 3 progress into
60.
Saturday night's final. This is week 4, the final week of qualifying for Champions Week.
41.
For me, it's the strongest overall Champions Week we've had.
60.
Week 1 winner, Jim Williams, and runner-up Connor Scott and Mike Warburton. Week 2, we had Richie Burnett winning it, with Martin Adams runner-up, Niall Cullerton winning the 3rd and 4th place playoff.
140.
Week 3, Mark Webster beating Robert Thornton in the final, and Sean Griffith winning the 3rd and 4th place
57.
playoff. And Saturday night's final, the winner, the runner-up, and the 3rd and 4th place playoff winner will join those 9 to make up the 12
100.
for Champions Week, where they battle it out for a share of £15,000 prize money. Gillet
78.
off
Mike,
to
you
a great
require
start here.
120. $60.
Too much damage done with Burton back on 246.
45. Mike, you require 60.
Tops.
40. 95. Mike, you require 20.
Slow out of the blocks tonight, Stephen Burton. I can assure you, he's a much better player than we're seeing right now. This game is far from over.
On the second leg. Mike Gillet.
Mike Gillett finds the double 10, holds throw, takes a 2-0 lead. Next up, it is Stephen Burton to throw in a must-win leg.
Third leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Will he start to find the trebles?
58.
Again, comes up dry. Colin Monk up next against Scott Williams.
100. 99.
Congratulations to Rob Cross, who
81.
was the winner of Players' Championship 26 on the PDC Pro Tour today, defeating Ryan Searle in the final.
134.
Not bad, 2 titles in the space of a matter of days, of course, lifting the European Championships on Sunday evening. Much needed 140 for Gillett there. Gets him right back in the leg.
58. 140. Stephen, you require 152.
It's It's looking like the double break of throw.
100.
And a 3-0
you
lead
require 40.
for Mike Gillet. And he will have the darts to serve it out in leg 4. Double 10. Can he use that as a guide? Slide down
20.
the side of it. No. Well, a
Stephen,
reprieve
you require 52.
for Burton. Finds the big 12. He wants double 10.
42. Mike, you require 20.
Has to attack it with the third dart.
15.
And he does.
Stephen, you require
Too aggressively.
10. Game shot on the third leg.
Oh, Burton
Stephen Burton.
eventually holds throw and keeps himself in this match. Will need a break back. Can it be in leg 4? Gillett has the darts.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $26.
And an immediate opening for Burton.
100. 100.
It's more like it.
97. 140.
Well, it was a poor start, but he's backed it up with a ton and a 140 to re-establish the throw in this
60.
leg. I have to say, it's an opportunity missed, you feel, for Burton. But
45.
another one has presented itself.
$100. 100.
Super last start
Stephen,
to
you
leave
require 144.
possible 2-dart finish. How much pressure? Oh dear, Stephen Burton.
26. Mike, you require
Break of throw. He used that dart there as a guide.
fifth leg. It's Stephen to
do
throw
have
first. Game on.
A level game.
140.
Is Burton starting to grow in confidence?
$100.
Remember, £5,000 in prize money on Saturday night, and the opportunity to qualify for Champions Week.
140.
Pick up a share of the £15,000 in prize money. £35,000 on offer over each 5-week phase. This is more like it.
140.
140, 140, 140 for Burton. 81 after 9. This is what he is capable of.
100. Stephen, you require 81.
Double 12.
Game shot on the fifth
there you
leg.
go.
Stephen Burton.
That's how much class he has in the locker. An 11 dart leg for Burton. 140, 140, 140, treble 19, and out on double
Sixth
12.
leg. It's Mike to throw first. Game
3
on.
consecutive legs for Stephen Burton. Just one away from getting off to a winning start.
95.
And sticking 2 points on the table.
137.
A similar phase of play from Andy Jenkins in the week. He was throwing an absolute bag of
135.
nails and then hit a 180 and then hit treble 20, treble 18, double 10.
180.
And then started the next leg 180, followed it with a 180, hit the 7th treble 20 and missed the treble 19.
140.
So from absolutely nowhere produced 13 perfect darts. This is outstanding. What's going on?
168.
Well, an 11
Mike, you
darter
require
in
131.
leg 5. He's left double 8 after 9. A potential to go 11 and 10 from
66.
absolutely nowhere.
Stephen, you require 16. Game,
Well, that
shots, and the match.
absolutely
Stephen Burton.
staggering from Stephen Burton. He couldn't stick 2 together, never mind 3 in the first 4 or 5 legs of that match. And then from absolutely nowhere, it produces an 11 and a 10 dar. That shows you how poorly he was playing. He still only ended up with an average of 89.54. Funny old game. Up next, Colin Monk will be taking on Scott Williams. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV for the Online Darts Live League. Match number 2 in Group B that we're bringing you this evening, and it's Colin Monk up against Scott Williams. Here is Colin Monk, 53 now from Basingstoke. Uses a 23-gram Aaron Monk dart, which of course is his son. And a former World Master back in 1996. This is Scott Williams, 31, from Boston. Played in Group A, finished second, and was very, very impressive along the way. Lot to like about this player. He is the favourite for this one, priced at 2-5, 7-4 about Colin.
81.
Wonderful player back in the day. Player that I played with and against over the years.
100.
As I said, the 1996 World Master. British Open champion in 98, Denmark Open champion 95, German Open champion in 96, Norway champion in 96, and as a
140
international player from 1994 all the way through to late 1998.
43.
Has played the Live League before. We got him out of retirement to compete. Played 16 matches.
100.
Won 3, lost 13. Had a high average of 91.83. Hit 12 180s.
55.
This is Scott Williams' third appearance in the Live League. He has a high of 99.75, a running average of 87. He's at 39 180s, and as I said, he finished second in the Group A,
100.
dominated by Colin Osborne this week. But still won 8 out of his 15 matches, losing just 7. Was impressive.
171.
Was his use of the other trebles like
Colin,
that.
you require 80.
And a checkout percentage ratio of 40.34 over 15 matches. Tops for a holder throw and a 15 darter.
Game shot on the first
Very
leg.
tidy
Colin
indeed
Monk.
from Colin Monk as he takes a 1-0 lead. Still got it, the old boy.
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $89.
That throw hasn't changed a jot.
$60.
Colin will be at the World Seniors qualifiers, middle of November. It's going to be like a reunion from our era, that. Paul Whitworth also playing in the qualifiers.
95.
Jason Clark, Andy Jenkins. Could be carnage.
$125. $57.
Only 56 adrift. Colin Monk on the Scott Williams throw.
$81.
Up next, Andy Jenkins will be in action against Stephen Burton.
60.
Incredible ending that was to our opening match of the night. Just 21 darts used to complete 2 legs of 501.
$83.
Great last dart to leave a finish on the Williams throw. 152.
94. Colin, you require 152. $60.
Colin, a plasterer
Scott,
by
you
trade.
require 106.
55 remaining, wants tops.
$86.
Colin has options here. Could go ball.
Colin,
If
you
it's a
require
25,
92.
it will leave him 67. So should get one dart at the ball, or he could go really aggressive for the treble 20, which he's done.
$52.
Well, he's left tops just
Scott,
in case,
you
but
require 20.
Williams is finishing over the first 3 days. Was very, very solid. Double 5.
15.
When he clipped the wire, you could hear how close that
Colin,
was.
you require 40.
The tops for a breaker throw and a 2-0 lead. This is where not playing too often can catch you out.
30.
You can tend to over-adjust.
Scott,
You
you
just don't
require
quite have the
5.
feel for the smaller adjustments.
No score.
Double trouble for both early on. Another chance for Colin,
Colin,
though,
you require 10.
to take a 2-0 lead.
$6. Scott, you require 5.
Wow, how close was that to the 18? Now, they usually go in when that happens. Not this
1.
time. Wow.
Colin, you require 4.
9 darts, missed it a double.
Game shot on the second leg.
Doesn't-
Colin Monk.
Doesn't really matter how you get there, as long as you get there. And Colin Monk finds double 1 for a breaker throw and a 2-0 lead. It's all immaterial. It's about getting the points on the board.
Third leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
That's definitely not one for the scrapbook.
$45. $140.
Welcome along if you're joining us for the first time on Sporty Stuff TV. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow at 10 p.m. for the conclusion of this Group B. And then we'll be back Saturday night again at the same time, 10 p.m. for finals night.
140.
Back to back 140s for Scott Williams. He's going to do a Stephen Burton on us.
$59.
In fact, Stephen Burton in leg 4 went out in 21 darts for a breaker throw. And
140.
that's exactly how many darts he used to win the next 2 legs. And that 5th leg, 11 darter, was exactly the same as this one. 3 140s, treble 19 and double 12.
Scott, you require 81.
Bit of darting deja vu. Oh no, he's gone another way, 16 for tops.
Game shot on the third leg. Scott
Well,
Williams.
it is a 12 dart breaker throw, an instant break back. Playing the percentages there.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $140.
Well, this is fourth consecutive 140 in the scoring phase of this match.
$140.
Great reply.
$96. $100.
Staying with him in this fourth leg.
133.
Great thinking. The 519s would have left 170. The 7 leave 132.
$45. Scott, you require 132.
Needed the treble 19
60.
for the ball. Actually seen a wonderful 132 today from George Killington. 25, treble 19 and bullseye. Needs another.
85.
Very close. Only 85.
Scott, you require 72.
Tops.
52.
That was for a 15 dart hold.
Colin, you require 131.
There's a few options here. Old school. Treble 20, treble 13, double 16. Or treble 17, double 10. Or a spotter. He's trying to second guess him. Bent the wire of the treble 13 to give him a dart at double 16.
91.
Leaves tops just in case.
Scott, you require 20. Game shot on the fourth
Scott Williams
leg.
has
Scott
found
Williams.
his finishing boots, and that's a 16 dart hold of throw to level things up at 2 apiece. Now it's a best of 3. Colin has the darts in leg 5.
Fifth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Well, Monkey has to steady the ship here. Seen 4 consecutive legs from Stephen Burton to win the opening match.
100. 57. 95.
Say it would be a little bit of an advantage for Scott Williams, having had 3 days already in the live league with Colin coming in cold.
93. 100. 140. 100. 137. Colin, you require 106.
There's a couple of options. Should be 6 for tops, because he likes tops. That's his preferred double.
Game shot on the fifth
And
leg.
takes it
Colin
out.
Monk.
And didn't he enjoy that one? Super finish. Just what he needed.
Sixth leg, it's Scott to throw first.
15 darter for
100.
Colin there. His second of the match. A real dodgy leg was that second one where neither player could find a double.
100.
He took out 80 checkout in leg one for a 15.
128.
Certainly still got that fierce competitive
41.
spirit, that's for sure. Certainly not lost that.
140.
Well, this has been a great response from Scott Williams, down to 133 after 9. Looks like we're going to have our first Noble of the night. That's reference to George Noble, the referee, who always seems to be refereeing matches that go to a deciding leg. I have no clue why he's gone that way, but there you go.
77.
56, I think he was going 54. 39 for tops. The problem with going that route, unless you find a treble with your last start.
140. Scott,
finish.
you require 56.
Good pressure from Colin.
Game shot on the sixth flag.
Scott's response.
Scott Williams.
His pressure is for tyres, Mason. 3-3, and we go all the way. And Colin has the darts in the decider.
Seventh and final leg. It's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Ball's a 15 darter of his own there for Scott Williams.
85. 135.
In this match for Scott Williams in 12, 16 and 15. So when he's good, he's very good.
100.
Only 50 adrift on the Monk throw.
60.
That'll be a sigh of relief for Colin. No damage done. Opportunity to re-establish control of the leg.
70. 99.
Feel any mistake from Colin will be punished at this stage of the leg. Can't leave a finish now.
43.
And now it's Williams' to lose from here. He'll be looking at 9/19s to leave 36.
171.
Is exactly what he's done. His second 171 of the match. He hit the 9/19s in leg one. Colin took out the 80.
61 score, yeah. 81.
Tends to get quite
Scott,
a lot of
you require
deflections with
36.
those darts. And not kind ones.
Game, shots,
And that
and the
is
match. Scott
a 13
Williams.
darter, winning legs in that match for Scott Williams. 12, 16, 15 and 13, an end average of 92.44. And that's taken into account, of course, that very, very dodgy second leg. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV for the Online Darts Live League. Up next, match number 3. And it is Andy Jenkins up against Stephen Burton. Here is Stephen Burton, who produced...
First leg, it's Andy to throw first. Game on.
An incredible run of form to win back-to-back legs in 11 and 10 darts to defeat Mike Gillett in our opening match.
137.
Form continues. 10 to 11, Andy Jenkins. 8 to 11.
58.
Or around that for Stephen Burton, which is, well, if he plays anywhere near to the level he He played at the back of the match against Mike Gillett. He's unplayable.
$140.
Jenks is in the mood tonight. Pace of this match
53.
will suit both. Both quick chuckers.
100.
Down to 66 after 12 for Andy.
60.
It's a bright
Andy
start.
requires 66.
Double 16.
50. Stephen, you require 156.
Like I said, he blew a bit hot and cold in, oh, hang on, double 18.
138.
In Group A, but
Andy
battled back well, winning 4 out of 5 matches on Wednesday, the final day,
Game shot on the
to
first
take
leg.
third
Andy
spot
Jenkins.
in the table to guarantee his place in this Group B, which is, well, a lot easier to get through than Group C, as 3 players will progress.
Second
Will
leg,
it
it's
be
Stephen to
Andy
throw first.
who progresses into the final? Over the next 2 nights, we will find out.
93.
His campaign needs to start here. And a win over Burton
60.
will fill him with hope.
44.
But Bertie doesn't know when he's beat. There was an example of that in that first match. 2-0 down. Reeled a 4 on the spin.
100.
To say, impressive performance from Scott Williams in his
100.
opening match against Colin Monk. His winning legs were 12, 16, 15 and 13. No 180s, but 2
45.
171s. One of them coming when he really needed it in the final leg
100.
of the match.
$36. Stephen, you require 164. 140.
There was a 16 dart hold in leg 1, and Burton's left double 12 after 15 in leg 2.
60. Stephen, you require 24. Game shot on the second leg. Stephen Burton.
So 2 steady holds of throw to get this one underway. Andy Jenkins will be hoping to hold throw again in leg 3.
Third leg, it's Andy to throw first.
Andy's played
140.
88 matches in the live league, winning 37. Has a high of 100.15. Is it 51 180s?
43.
Pretty much sums up his
60.
week so far. Good visit, poor visit. He's going to need to put it all together in this one, you feel.
58. 140. 44.
That will be music to the ears of Stephen Burton, hearing our referee Charlie
140.
Corstefine call out 44 because he stepped in. And in a 140 to leave a finish and a break of throw opportunity.
99. Stephen, you require 104.
still finish. 36 remaining.
Game shot.
Beautiful.
The third leg. Stephen Burton.
A lovely finish from Stephen Burton, and it's a break of throw to give him a 2-1 lead. Great counting.
Fourth leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
Beauty, of course, being a good counter. You don't have to stop and think. As soon as that first dart was a blocker on the treble 20, he ran for cover on the 48 to leave 36.
140. 180. 100.
Stephen Burton averaging 100.
140.
As we come to the end of leg 4.
125. Stephen, you require 81.
12 and ball.
56.
Super effort.
And you require
Nudged
136.
against the ball wire. 2 treble 20s and double 8 for Andy. For a break back. Oh, that's brilliant from Andy Jenkins. What a finish. Back to back ton-plus finishes in this match. A 104 has been trumped by Andy Jenkins by the 136 to level things up.
Throw first.
A 12 dart break of throw there for Andy.
85.
Burton had missed the ball for a 12 and a 3-1 lead.
43.
Let's put him on the back foot.
58. 140.
A great start to tonight's session. 7 more matches to bring you after this one. Up next,
140.
it's Mike Gillet and Colin Monk. And one of their O's will go.
60.
Neither of them have won a match so far. Both losing their opening games.
58. 140. And you require 160.
Not this time. Needs a treble though.
60.
Still
Stephen, you
himself
require
a bit to do.
118.
Can't finish now. 103 cannot be done in 2 darts.
40. And you require 100.
Back-to-back ton-plus finishes. Look out. Tops. Yeah, he went for it.
60. Stephen, you require 78.
Tops for Burton.
Game shot on the 5th.
He doesn't miss.
Stephen Burton.
And it is our 3rd consecutive breaker throw. And Stephen Burton goes back in front again. And now has the darts
leg, it's Stephen to throw
serve it out in leg 6.
59.
Stephen Burton still averaging 96 as we start leg 6.
125. 134. 125.
Back-to-back 1-2-5s for Andy. He's battling hard.
81. 59. 180.
Second one of this match. Is that the beginning? of
100.
The end.
Stephen, you require
Good ton from
47.
Andy. Burton wants tops for the win.
7.
Now,
Andy, you require 92.
Andy has to make a choice here. That was brave and aggressive. Double 16 for 3-3.
76.
Yeah, he annoyed with himself.
Stephen,
Rightly
you
so.
require
And a great
40.
chance. Double 5. He's going to get
35.
another chance.
Andy, you require 16.
Double 8 for Jenks.
Eight.
Oh, he bent the wire. The only way he's
Stephen,
getting any
you
closer
require
is if it's
5.
in. Oh, he's missed the big
No
one.
score.
You can't believe it. Well, you get another chance, Jenks.
Andy, you require 8. Game shot on the 6th leg. Andy Jenkins.
Well, it is a breaker throw coming in 19 darts for Andy Jenkins. He will care not. It's 3-3. He has the darts in the decider.
7th and final leg. It's Andy to throw first. $96. 100.
Oh, what a time to find your first max, and it comes in the deciding leg.
100.
These two have met 3 times in official competition, twice on the Challenge Tour, and once at Q School.
65.
Andy has won 2 of those 3 meetings. And one
135.
this
and
year
you require 160.
at Q School in February, and he won it in the deciding leg.
90. $92. And you require 70.
Double 8. Double 4.
66. Stephen, you
2
require
match darts
74.
for Andy Jenkins. Double 5.
69.
1 match dart for Burton.
And you require 4.
A great escape
Game,
for Jenks.
shots, and the match.
And
Andy Jenkins.
courtesy of the 180, he finds the double eventually to get the win. An average of 85.14, 91.7 for Burton. A few missed doubles between them there, as you can see, but 2 fabulous finishes, including that 136 from Andy Jenkins, which was a game changer. Up next, Mike Gillett will be facing Colin Monk. good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. This is Group B of Phase 5, Week 4 and Day 4, and match number 4, Mike Gillet against Colin Monk. Here is Mike Gillet. And this is a familiar face. Familiar action of Colin Monk. Mike Gillet 2-5 for this one, 7-4 about
First
Colin
leg,
Monk.
it's Mike to throw first.
Well, in the opening 3 matches, we could have played 21 legs. That was the maximum possible. We ended up playing 20. This group is going to be a tight affair.
58.
It's a wonderful message from Johnny Stefano regarding Stephen Burton. And he said not too long ago, October the 12th, he beat Tom King in the Sussex Super League 4-0. Winning legs of 12, 13, 14 and 14 for 113.43 average. So he is 96. In fine form, and we've seen glimpses of that form this evening.
$60. $60. $45.
Busy period at the moment for darts of all levels, of course.
26.
The final of the 4 Players' Championships events will conclude tomorrow, and then it is the Women's Series. 6 events for the ladies
55.
Across Saturday and Sunday, and of course it's also the Welsh Open this weekend. Good luck to everybody
85.
attending that. Colin Monk not happy.
$60.
Used to be a real toughie, the Welsh Open.
45.
Was always well supported. And always a tough field to get through.
$100.
Welsh, of
Mike, you
course,
require
have produced
131.
fabulous players over the decades. And the world champion and world #1 right now, of course, is Gerwyn Price.
91. Colin, you require 140.
Of course, the current, now no longer existing BDO, their last world champion.
60.
Wayne Warren, of course, another Welshman.
Mike, you require 40. Game shot on the first leg.
And
Mike
Gillet holds throw without too much fuss at all in that opening leg and takes a 1-0 lead. Of course, Mike Gillet,
Second
a
leg, it's
Welshman.
Colin to throw first.
Game
on.
A couple of Welshmen already in Champions Week next week in Mark Webster, Richie Burnett and Jim Williams and Mike Warburton, of course.
60.
Will Mike Gillet make it 5?
$100. 45. 60. 60. 140.
Colin Monk is going to have to follow that with a 140.
100.
Well, that was the minimum, a ton. But Mike Gillett has wrestled the throw from Colin.
45.
Only a 45, so there is an opportunity. Needs a big turn. He just can't find the treble 20 with his first dart.
100.
Finds it with his third.
Mike, you require 156.
To leave a finish. 136, but Gillett, 2 treble 20s and double 18.
60.
And again,
Colin, you require
visit without a treble.
136.
He's just seen his good pal take this out, Andy Jenkins. Very close. Good effort. Single 16 leaves tops.
96. Mike, you require 96.
Can Gillett deny Monk the opportunity of a breakback? Bends the wire on double 18.
Game shot on the second leg.
That's a fabulous
Mike
start.
Gillett.
All credit to Mike Gillett. He held things together well there. As you can see, it bumped the wire. But use that
Third leg, it's Mike's
as a guide.
first. Game on. 100. 140.
Not happy there. Yeah, that was a great opportunity for a max.
60.
In fact, that wasn't a chance for a breakback. That was just a hold for Colin Monk in second leg, of course. Gillett having the throw.
26. 30. 100.
A real darting feast for you next weekend. Starting on Friday.
60.
World Series of Darts Finals starts at 6 p.m. on ITV4. Finishes at 10. And you can switch straight over to Sporty Stuff TV for the start of
65.
the latter stages of this group in Champions Week next week. And then the same on Saturday.
57. Colin, you require 170.
And Sunday it will be the quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals. All on ITV4.
55.
I will be taking you through the opening 3 days of Champions Week before I head up to London to bring you the coverage of the World Series finals.
41. Colin, you require
And then
115.
I'm back on Sunday for week 1, phase 6.
58 left, yeah.
58 remaining. Ooh, double 11.
22 left, yeah. 93. Mike, you require 153.
Needed the treble 20, of course, to start
45.
that combination.
Colin, you require 22.
Going straight for it.
Game shot on the third leg. Colin Monk
Gets the all-important break back in leg 3 and has the darts in leg 4 to level things up.
Fourth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's not been pretty from both so far.
99.
Both have another couple of gears in the locker.
81. $85.
Scott Williams and Andy Jenkins up next.
$60.
Made,
95.
Scott a lively favourite for that one, 8 to 15. Andy 11 to 8.
$100.
Group A on Monday. Andy beat Scott 4-3.
62.
On Tuesday, it was revenge for Scott, winning 4-0. And on Wednesday, Andy got the
100.
upper hand again
Colin,
by
you
the same
require
scoreline
160.
that he beat him on Monday, 4-3. So he's 2-1 up in the head-to-head. Oh, needed the second treble for tops.
180.
Great recovery though. Leaves 42.
Mike, you require 160.
Another one of those for tops. He finds it.
Game shot
Oh,
on the
that's
fourth
brilliant
leg.
from
Mike
Mike Gillet. And a great response. A disappointing third leg for Mike. But he's bounced straight back with a 160 out on a 15 dart breaker
Fifth leg,
throw.
it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
He had some
140.
fabulous finishing. A 106 from Colin in his opening match. A 104 from Burton. A 136 from Jenkins. And now a 160 from Mike Gillet.
68. $45. 62.
Almost feel everything's being forced now by Colin.
100. 100.
Great last one. That's still 55 behind, plus these.
41.
Should have been going for the ball with that final dart. A 25 would have left 170. Yep.
101.
That leaves 170. Good thinking from Colin. The elbow maybe a bit rusty, but there's nothing wrong with the counting.
65. Colin, you require 170. $100.
And again, the final dart.
Mike, you
coming to the
require
rescue.
110.
18 or a 10. 10 for tops for the match.
90.
So one match dart for
Colin,
Mike
you
Gillet.
require 70.
What does he fancy? Treble 10, I think. Yep, 20 and tops. To keep this one alive. Once tops.
Game
Gets
on
tops.
fifth leg. Colin Monk.
And Colin Monk gets the important, all-important break of throw to keep this one alive. But one match start for Gillett.
Sixth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Both in.
140.
Oh, there's another flight come out. Charlie's getting a bit of exercise in there.
$97.
Colin hold through here and take us all the way.
95. 60. 28.
Frustration.
60.
100.
100. Colin, you
Down
require
to the finish
114.
after 15. Colin up first at the 114. 14 will leave tops.
74. Mike, you require 124.
Two bites of the cherry here. Only needs the one treble to get a dart at the ball. Single 14 leaves the ball. Didn't even think about the treble.
89.
Didn't even
Colin, you
scare
require
the bullseye
40.
there. So tops for a level game. And our third
Game
match to
shot
go
sixth
all the
leg.
way.
Colin
Colin
Monk.
finds the tops with his first start, and yet again, the third time we go to a decider this evening already.
7th and final leg. It's Mike to throw first. Game on. $140. 45. 83.
140 and 83 in the deciding leg for Mike Gillett.
$140.
It's a super 140 from Colin Monk, especially after that first start.
100. 100. 81. 45. Mike, you require 97.
For the match, treble 18 for double 12.
Game, shots,
And
and
Mike Gillet finds a very solid 15 darter in the deciding leg. And he takes the 2 points and picks up his first win of the night. Right, we're going to be straight back with Scott Williams against Andy Jenkins. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV for match number 5. This time it's Scott Williams up against Andy Jenkins. Said they have some previous in Group A. This is Scott Williams, 31 from Boston. He uses a 25-gram Super Dart. Andy Jenkins had a few Super Darts.
First leg, it's Scott to throw first.
A little earlier over Stephen Burton. He's up against it again here. Scott Williams opened his account this evening with a 4-3 win over Colin Monk, averaged 92.44. Andy Jenkins, who leads their head-to-head this week from Group A, 2-1.
99.
Priced up at 6-5, 8-13. Well, he was actually 8-15 and 11-8.
57.
Current odds. Andy has beaten him twice.
100.
Maybe a little value there. It's probably going all the way, isn't it? That seems to be a feature of
60.
the night. Although, I fear for Monkey in the next one against Burton. I was just looking at the prices there. For Burton to win
100.
4-2 or 4-1, and get around about 11-8. That may represent some value when I'm looking at their averages overall for
24.
the night. And their averages in overall live league play.
130.
Jinx going along very nicely in this opening leg. We'll have a look at the table.
94. Andy requires 72.
Start of the next leg. Oh,
no score.
Fortunately, Williams back on 206.
$100. Andy requires 72.
He's going to go the same way. Nope, misses the treble 20. Hits the 20 for 32.
56. Scott, you require 106.
That leaves 55. That leaves double 18.
Game shot on the first leg.
That leaves
Scott
Andy
Williams
scratching his head. What a lovely finish from Scott Williams. He does have his own way of going. Certainly not a way I've ever thought
Second
of.
leg, it's Andy to throw first. Game on.
He gets it. And he moves one up with a 21 dart hold of throw.
97. $100. $140. $81. $59. $59.
Don't forget, we return tomorrow morning at 9:30 AM for the conclusion of Group C.
45.
That's all on the Online Darts YouTube channel. And don't forget to give us a follow if you use social media at Darts Live League.
91. And you require 160.
Beautifully adjusted
100.
second dart for a ton.
Scott, you require 170.
Oh, we've seen a 160. Can we see a 170? Well, that's the perfect start. He wants the ball.
Game
Gets
on
the
second
ball.
leg.
And
Scott
it couldn't have
Williams.
been any more in the middle of the bullseye. A beautiful first dart, high and in the middle, followed it in, and look at that ball.
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first.
I don't think
Game on.
we could have had it any more in the middle. Beautiful finish from Scott Williams.
57.
Well,
180.
we've had a maximum finish, and now we have a max from Jenkins to start leg 3.
100. 100.
106 checkout from nowhere in leg 1 from Scott Williams, is then backed up by that wonderful 170.
56.
Giving him a 2-0 lead. But yet again, Jenks is dominating the legs in the scoring phase.
86. 140.
Horrible
and you
deflection.
require 135.
Oh, that was in and out of the bullseye. He's getting absolutely zero luck.
70.
He found double 10
Scott,
in
you
leg 1
require
going for double 6.
148.
Then missed double 16 for the leg, only to see
94.
Scott take out that 106.
And you require 65.
He left 60 in leg 2, and Scott Williams took out the 170.
55. Scott, you require 54.
This could be the most unlikely looking 3-0.
Game
And
shot
it is,
the third leg.
as Scott Williams finds tops on the 54 to take a very unlikely looking 3-0 lead.
Fourth leg, it's Andy to throw first.
Only missed one dart at a double.
135. 134. 100.
Andy is averaging 10 points more than Scott Williams. Well, he was.
180.
So he's had a 170 and a 180.
96. 57. And you require 170. 60. Scott, you require 130.
Wouldn't put it past him to take this out. Single 20 for the ball.
105. And you require 110.
So one match start for Williams. Ooh, Jenks.
78.
Oh, that's a sign of absolute
Scott, you
frustration.
require 25. Game, shot,
Double eight, he
and
wraps
the
it
match.
up
Scott Williams
with a 14 dart break of throw, and Scott Williams with an average of 88.41 and a 89.81. Both had 180, but fantastic finishing from Williams. 4 out of 6, 66.67%, and that wonderful highlight, a fabulous 170 checkout. Right, we're going to be back with Stephen Burton against Colin Monk. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for match number 6 of 10. We're bringing you this evening on Sporty Stuff TV, and it is Stephen Burton up against Colin Monk. Here is a look at the table. Confirmation. Scott Williams, 2 from 2, +5 in the leg difference, 4 points. And Stephen Burton, Mike Gillett and Andy Jenkins all with 1 win. Just Colin Monk without a win, and it's tough to see him getting too much out of this one. The averages so far this evening suggest
first
this is
leg,
going
it's
to be
to throw first.
a tough
Game
one
on.
for Colin. After a very sticky start, Burton has been in fine form.
95.
Only just being edged out 4-3 by Andy Jenkins in his second match, but did have an average of 91.7.
140.
Colin's averaging around about 80 at the moment. Stephen Burton 10 points higher on just over 90.
121.
And he has the dart, so one break of throw would suggest a win of around
100.
4-1, 4-0, and as I said, you can get him at -2.5.
70.
It was around 7-4. He's 2-9 on to win the match. Colin 3-1.
26. 140.
Mike Gillet against Scott Williams up next. You can get Scott Williams at 4-5.
65. Stephen, you require 75. 55. Colin, you require 170.
We're going to see 2 in one night. He wants the ball. Oh, unlucky Colin. Super effort.
Stephen, you require 20. Game shot on the first leg.
Stephen
Burton
eventually finds the double, and it's an 18 dart holder throw, giving him a 1-0 lead with a hold.
Second leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on. $45. 60.
Some tremendous moments so far this evening.
100.
The two legs, one in 21 darts a little earlier by this man. An 11 darter and a 10 darter. We've also had that 170 from Scott Williams in that 4-0 win in our last match against Andy Jenkins.
55.
Also had a 136 from Andy Jenkins and a 160, of course, from Mike Gillett.
85.
Mike Gillett averaging around about 82.
100.
And his opponent Scott Williams is averaging over 90. So that price of 4 to 5 in our next match for Scott Williams
140.
again represents value.
$41. Stephen, you require 131.
Trouble 13. Would have left double 16. That leaves tops.
91. Colin, you require 160.
And this is the problem when there's that much disparity in the averages. Colin's going to find himself going at shots like this constantly. And he wants tops. He wanted the ball for a 170.
140.
Misses
Stephen,
the
you
double.
require 40.
Can Burton
Game
punish?
shot on the second leg.
Certainly
Stephen
can.
Burton.
It's a 16 dart break of throw for a 2-0 lead. Unlucky for Colin. Missed the 170 in leg 1 on the ball and the 160 on tops
Third
in
leg,
leg
it's
2.
Stephen to throw first. $15.
Raise of the eyebrows and a look to the heavens for Stephen Burton. Where on earth did that come from?
140.
Instantly punished by Monkey.
$180.
Well, it never ceases to amaze. Answers on a postcard. This really is a funny old game.
$100.
Monkey, he's rallying. 140 in a ton. In a leg, he has to win.
78.
Only 33 points behind. That's taken care of that. Remember, Burton started this leg.
100. $45. Colin, you require
He's had a
161.
stinker here in leg 3. Stephen Burton started with 15, of course. Seemed to set the stall out.
105.
Yeah, good thinking. Could have risked going for a treble. The only trouble with that, if he missed it,
53. Colin, you
he would
require
have left
56.
an out shot which required a treble to get 2 darts at the double. And he's missed the big 16. And that leaves tops. Good
Game
leg.
shot on the third leg. Colin
15
Monk.
dart break of throw despite the 180 in the leg from Stephen Burton. The damage was done with
Fourth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
the 15 start. And then a couple of visits without a treble.
$70. $25.
Well, I don't know what's happened here.
$140.
2-0 up. The predicted scoreline looked absolutely nailed on.
140. $100.
Fairness to Colin. It's 12 scores of a ton or more, including full 140s.
140.
Was Burton's 6th score of a ton or more.
80 score.
Treble 19 should be the shot.
137. 44. Colin, you require 54.
It was a 15-dart breaker throw in leg
Game
3.
on the 4th leg.
And
Colin
that's
Monk.
a 14-dart hold from Colin Monk. And he levels things up. 2 apiece.
5th leg. It's Stephen to throw first. Game on. $97. 140.
Well, after 2 matches, as I said, he was averaging 80. He's averaging 95
43.
in this one. 15 points higher than his running average.
$83. 57.
So congratulations to Colin's son Aaron Monk, who I've just been made aware that he's
60.
guaranteed his place in the British Internationals, playing for the England team.
140.
Following, of course, in Colin's footsteps. Certainly one of my proudest moments back in the day.
180.
Outstanding from Colin.
Stephen, you require 164. 100.
This
Colin, you require 38.
is for a 13-darter. Now a 14 as he split it. Was he right to, or should he have gone straight at it?
6. Stephen, you require 64.
Double 8.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Stephen Burton.
In steps Stephen Burton with a 17-dart hold. Colin will be thinking to himself, should I have gone straight at the double 19? Too late to worry now. Burton leads 3-2. Colin has his darts in leg
It's
6.
Colin to throw first. Game on. $100. 140. 140. 60.
He's in again.
100. 60. Colin, you
Like
require
the
161.
theme of the night. Matches going all the way. May continue here. 86 remaining. That leaves 32.
129.
This is outstanding stuff from Colin Monk, rolling back the ears.
100. Colin, you require 32.
It's already had a 15 and a 14 darter. Would have been for a 13.
16. Stephen, you require 141. 47. Colin, you require 16. Game shot on the sixth
Finds
leg.
it this time.
Colin Monk.
And it is a 16 dart hold. We've had one breaker throw of each and 2 holds of throw apiece. And we're at 3-3. Final leg.
7th and final leg. It's Stephen to throw first. Game on. $99. 85. 94. 45. 162.
9 18s to leave, 146. It's been a vastly improved performance as Jinxie Joe here tipped up.
60. Stephen, you require 146.
Dominant win for this man.
50.
Colin may have produced his highest average ever in the live league. Well, as long as he finds a couple of trebles here.
45. Stephen, you require 96.
18. Bends the wire. It's a good
60.
Say it's a good guide and it slides by the side of it. Colin's thinking, if I'd have left 32, you wouldn't have missed.
83. Stephen, you require 36. Game, shots, and the match. Stephen Burton
takes the win, 4-3 in a very enjoyable game, and great to see Colin Monk throwing some great darts in there. He had winning legs of 15, 14, and 16. Just couldn't find that all-important big leg in the decider. Good finishing from Burton as well, 44.4%. Right, we're going to be back with Mike Gillett up against Scott Williams. Good evening, or should I say good morning, as we've passed midnight, and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. This is Group B, and up next it's Mike Gillett against Scott Williams.
First leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Straight into the action.
Well,
I wonder if the data or stats will lie to us in this one. I expect
56.
a Williams win if they play to type. Didn't quite go to plan in the last one, with Colin averaging
100.
10 points more than he did in his opening two matches. Similar disparity between these
140.
two. As I said, I think the 4 to 5 about Williams in this one is big.
140. 132.
This is match number 7. One I'm particularly looking forward to up next. Colin Monk
140.
Andy Jenkins.
127. Mike, you require 100.
By my reckoning, it'd be the first time they've played in about 12 years.
40. Scott, you require 46. 30. Mike, you require 60.
Darts for a breaker throw and a 1-0 lead. Will he get punished?
40. Scott, you require 16. 8. Mike, you require 20. Game shot on the first leg. Mike Gillet.
And Mike Gillett gets away with that one. Scott Williams will be frustrated to find himself 1-0 down. He has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. 83. 60. 94. 140.
Well, gets him back in the leg.
57.
'These two have produced
45.
the two highest finishes of the night, a 160 for Gillett and that lovely 170 by Scott Williams against Andy Jenkins.
97.
He's left it again.
121. Scott, you require 170.
Not this time. Oh, that was
68.
a wild one.
Mike, you require 135.
There's a great chance here for Mike Gillett, even if he doesn't take this out, which he won't now. He wants to leave it handy. Scott Williams with plenty to
51.
do. with 102.
Scott, you require 102.
That's a disastrous start.
70.
Tidies up,
Mike, you
leaves
require
double 16.
84.
But Mike should at least get a dart at the ball here. He's going to get 2 at double 12.
72. Scott, you require 32. Game shot on the second leg.
Either
Scott
of these
Williams.
players could be 2-0 up, and they find themselves at one apiece with 2 bizarre holds of throw. And it is Gillet with the darts in leg 3.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $140. 40. 85. 56.
2 visits for Williams, and coming up dry in both.
140. 89. Mike, you require 136.
All the time he wants for this. He'll leave tops
96.
after 12.
46. Mike, you require 40. 20.
Both players just 1 from 6
100.
on the doubles
Mike, you
so
require
far.
20. Game shot on the third leg.
Gets
Mike
it this
Gillett.
time. Now 2 from 7, and our 3rd consecutive hold of throw. Williams has the darts in leg 4.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $60.
He's about 14 points under his running average for the night.
100.
And he is well under his running average for the week. Of course, he was in Group A, so we've had a lot of time to
93.
look at Scott Williams this week.
$125. 85.
He's in a spot of bother here.
55.
Mike Gillett's only averaging 85, but it's more than enough right now.
140. 140. Scott, you require 123.
66 remaining. Double 9.
105.
Well, that would have been an incredible rescue of
Mike, you
this
require
4th leg.
81.
An 81 for Mike, and he's found the 57. And that is a great guide.
Game shot on the 4th leg. Mike Gillett.
Beautifully used by Mike Gillett. Take another look at it. He threw it pretty much exactly the same, just took a
Fifth
tiny
leg
bit
is
off of
Mike
it.
to throw first. Game on.
It's another leg that's got away for Scott Williams, missing the double 9. Now finds himself at
140.
the point of no return.
$60.
Maximum of 3 legs remain, and he has to win them all. At the moment, it's just not happening for him, averaging 80.
140.
Gillet has done exactly what Colin Monk has done.
100.
He's averaging over 10 points higher than his 2-match running average going into this one.
41.
And he's 8 points higher above his entire running average for all of his matches in the live league.
180.
What is it? A little late.
$140. Scott, you require 161.
Trouble 18 leaves the ball. Well, another dart.
130.
Well, he's going to lose 4-1 and could have quite
Mike
easily won
require
4-1.
40.
He's 1 from 9 on the doubles.
Game, shots, and the match. Mike Gillett.
And that is a 14 dart hold, winning legs of 19, 17, 15 and 14, an average of 91.21. Where has that performance come from? 4 out of 13 on the doubles, just 1 from 8 for Williams. Had a dart at a double in 4 of the 5 legs. Right, we're going to be back with Colin Monk against Andy Jenkins. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. This is match number 8 of 10, and this one's between Colin Monk and Andy Jenkins. Stephen Burton is on top, on leg difference, or legs lost, that should be now.
First leg, it's Colin to throw
Gillet.
first. Game on.
5-4 Colin Monk, 4-7 Andy Jenkins. Well, let's have a look at the history of these two. The first ever match in a ranking competition, so not a local open or anything like that, or a league, or I'm sure they would have met, but their first official meeting was in the 2000 World Championships. I remember that one well. Still haunts me to this day, losing
100
semi-final 5-4 to Hankey. Colin was a winner in that one between these two. 3 sets to 2.
137.
Their next meeting was another meeting in a TV competition, the UK Open. Andy winning that one 8-6. Their overall head-to-head is 7-4 in favour of Andy Jenkins, and they last met in November 2009 in a Players' Championship, and Colin won that one 6-1. There's a saying about stats don't lie. Well, they have in our last 2 matches.
140.
Will they in this one?
$45. Andy requires 68. $52. Colin, you require 135.
Never played Colin in a TV tournament. Played him in a couple of Opens. Played him in the final of the Scottish Open 25 years ago. Frightening. 70 left.
70 left, yeah.
Actually played Andy in a World Championships.
95. Andy requires 60.
Super dart from Colin to leave tops. Will it all be in vain?
No score.
Wow. So
Colin,
close.
you require 40.
And it was Andy's downfall on the doubles in that 4-0 defeat to Scott Williams. None from 5.
$20. Andy requires 16. Game shot on the first leg. Andy Jenkins.
Well, Andy does find the double in the end, and it's a breaker throw and a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, it's Andy to throw first.
Still to come. The completion of this one, Scott Williams against Stephen Burton.
40.
And Andy Jenkins against Mike Gillett.
$95. 60. 100.
Colin in a good place to break straight back.
78.
Has the darts now in leg 2. And he's in the red bit again.
$140. 100. 100. 140. Colin, you require 66.
Colin played in 11 BDO World Championships and 4 PDC World Championships over the years.
48. And you
That's a
require
flyer.
83.
Treble 17, double 16. 16 and ball to pick his pocket. Double 9.
65. Colin, you require 18. Game shot on the second leg. Colin Monk.
Colin does get the immediate break back to level things up at 1 apiece. Highlight of
Third leg, it's Colin to throw first.
Colin's career was that
Game on.
World Masters title. The oldest of all the majors, of course. Now that the news of the world is no more.
125.
Made 2 semi-finals of the BDO World Championships. Once in
100.
2002 and again in 1998. Certainly fancied to win it.
100.
98. Lost to eventual champion
134.
Raymond van Barneveld, 5 sets to 3.
45.
And in 2002, went down to Merv King.
100.
5 sets to 1. Merv King was outstanding that day, averaging nearly 97.
137. And you require 167. 142.
Pings the ball. Very, very unlucky.
Colin, you require 94.
In 2002, of course, was the year that Tony David won it.
$84. And you require 25. Game shot on the third leg.
A third
Jenkins.
consecutive break of throw in this one, and Andy Jenkins goes back in front for a second time. Can he hold to go 3-1 up?
Fourth leg, it's Andy to throw first.
Yeah, that 2002, that was the year for me. Barneveld was nailed on to win it. He started his campaign with a
77.
100.83 average against Bobby George, winning 3-1. Then had 100.71 in beating Eric Claris 3-0. And then lost in the quarters with 101 average against Merv King, also had a 101 average.
Colin
Monk finds the max.
60.
He's going to break back in, isn't he? He's got 4-3 written all over it. Or is he going to give us a 9?
177.
Well, it's on. James can't stop smiling.
95.
Getting these out of the way and getting
Colin,
them out of the
you
way.
require 144.
Oh, so close.
36.
Would have been tremendous to see.
54. Colin, you require 108.
Has had an official 9-darter as Colin in the 2009 Players' Championship 16 in Barnsley. That's where the players are at the moment.
66. 65. Colin, you require 42. 26. And you require 150.
I can even tell you it was against. It was against Ray Farrell.
60. Colin, you require 16. Game shot on the fourth leg. Colin Monk.
And it is a fourth break of throw, and Colin levels things up at 2 apiece. What a strange game this one is. Can anybody hold?
Fifth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
I remember the 9-darter well. It was pretty much coming to the end of my career.
40. 100. 26. 97.
And how about this for just a weird fact or stat?
60.
Colin Osborne won that very same weekend. And Colin Osborne is already through, of course, to
99.
Saturday night's final. Colin beating Gary Anderson 6-2 in the final. Paul Nicholson was beaten 6-2 in the semi-final by Colin Osborne. And Paul Nicholson
45.
will be back next week, next Thursday, to take you through the final stages of Champions Week.
95.
This is getting quite weird. I'm just looking at some notes. Colin Osborne beat Robert Thornton, who is already in Champions Week.
121. And you require 110. 49. 50. 36. Andy requires 61.
So for a 5th consecutive break of throw, double 16.
45.
No finish for Colin, so Andy will be back.
$137. Andy requires 16. Game shot on the 5th.
It was a brilliant 137 to leave 36 from Colin Monk. It mattered not, as Andy Jenkins found the double 8 in 1. He has the darts to win it if he can hold throw in leg 6.
Leg. It's Andy to throw first. Game on. $58. $100. $60. $100. $58.
The current holder of the World Masters is John O'Shea, of course. Looking forward to seeing that
100
return next year. And John O'Shea attempt to defend that beautiful
42.
trophy. That World Darts Federation event will return, and it's going to be in Holland, I do believe.
55. $83. Colin, you require 146.
Well, if the break of throws continue, Andy should win this one, full 3.
$60. $76. Colin, you require 86.
Winmore World Masters, of course, established in 1974. First winner, the wonderful Cliff Inglis. Bullseye.
61.
124 for Jenks to win the match.
And you require 124. $91. Colin, you require 25.
Over the years, it has been won by some of the game's true greats, the World Masters. Alan Evans, John Lowe, Ronnie Davis, Eric Bristow, Bob Anderson, of course, that did the
21.
treble. Peter Everson, Phil Taylor,
And you
Rod
require
Arrington, Priestley,
33.
Beaton, Burnett.
One.
Pinged the wire.
Colin, you require 4. No score. And you require 32. $24. Colin, you require 4. Game shot on the 6th leg. Colin Monk.
Well, that was the 6th leg, and it was the 6th consecutive breaker throw. A strange old game. Colin has the darts in the decider.
7th and final leg. It's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Wish I was getting paid per leg tonight.
$100.
This is our 5th match to go all the way.
41. $100.
Back-to-back tons for Colin.
$100.
Did Andy have there around about seven match darts?
$100.
In fact, he had 8.
60. $85.
Needs 2 trebles to leave a finish, and then he'd have to hope
60. Colin, you
doesn't
require
take out the 116.
116.
So, for bragging rights in the practice room. Treble 17 leaves tops.
42.
Again, 140 here could make things interesting.
90. Colin, you require 74. Game, shots, and the match.
No
Colin
mistakes
Monk.
on the doubles. And we had to go all the way until the 7th leg to get our first hold of throw. But 8 or 9, I think it's 8 match darts for Andy Jenkins. And that one means it's another defeat for Jenks. Well, it was enjoyable. What it lacked in quality, it made up for in drama. Right, we're going to be straight back with our penultimate match of the night. Scott Williams against Stephen Burton. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. It's our penultimate match of the night, and it is Scott Williams against Stephen Burton. Let's have a quick look at the table. So, winner of this one will go top, and it's Mike Gillett and Colin and Andy
First
Jenkins
leg, it's
in
Scott
our
to throw first. Game
final
on.
match of the night.
$42.
5-6, each of two.
$97. $41.
That last one.
180.
There was 30 missed darts at doubles between them. 16 from Colin, 14 from
95.
Andy. And 6 consecutive breaks of throw before Monkey held to win it 4-3.
100.
And he picked up his first win of the night.
27. Stephen, you require 124.
Sensibly
84.
setting up the shot with Williams way back on 296. He's not recovered from previous match.
140. Stephen, you require 40.
It's Mike Gillett who beat him 4-1.
30.
This would
Scott,
make
you
him feel
require
a whole lot better.
156. 56. Stephen, you require 10. Game shot on the first leg. Stephen Burton.
Stephen Burton with a break of throw in the opening leg takes a 1-0 lead. Again, Williams looks out of sorts.
Second leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
180 in the leg and a 16 darter for Stephen Burton.
45. 81. 85. 60. 100. 100.
Finds a very important treble 20 with his final dart.
44. 100. 137. Scott, you require 160. 88. Stephen, you require
Treble
90.
20, double 15, 20 for ball.
Game shot on the
Finds
second
the
leg.
ball
Stephen Burton.
With a very clinical 90 finish for Stephen Burton. Edged his bets by staying on
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
the 20. Trouble would have left him double 5.
60.
The left him the ball and he slotted it away.
94. 121. 140. 140. 100. 57. Stephen, you require 167.
Seen a 160 and a 170. We're not going to see the 167.
91.
Left 76.
Scott, you require 123.
Good pressure. 16 and ball.
98. Stephen, you require 76.
16 leaves tops for 3-0.
36. Scott, you require 25.
Don't hang about these two.
Game shot
13, double six.
Scott Williams.
He does have his own way to go. And there's a perfect example. Most players would be
Fourth leg,
double
it's
eight
Stephen
or
to throw first.
1 double 12 or 5 double 10 if you're James Wade.
127. 97.
Again, this one being played at a really, really quick pace.
99. 125.
Just getting up on his toes. That third dart.
130. 59. Stephen, you require 145. 125.
Brilliant recovery after the small 5. 2 treble 20s to leave double 10 after 12.
121. Stephen, you require 20. Game shot on the fourth leg.
That is
Stephen Burton.
13 dart hold from Stephen Burton to go within 1 of ending the night. Well, at least in second spot.
Fifth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $100.
Just lost his flight. Taking his time while he picked it up and got out of the way. That's the only delay there.
$57.
He's in again.
140.
Nearly a second 180 of the match.
174.
He switched over to the 18s to leave 170. Should go back
91.
up. And both
Scott,
players
on
the 170. Oh, he can't do it again, can he? No. Needed
98.
the second trouble
Stephen,
for
you
the ball.
require 170.
Stephen Burton should switch. 2 treble 19s would have
96.
left double 18.
Scott, you require 72. Game shot on the fifth leg. Scott Williams.
That is a 15 darter under pressure. Stephen Burton Had match point there, but he has the darts in leg 6 to serve this one out.
6th leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
97 the average for Burton, 87 for Williams.
60. 81. 96. 58. 96. 100.
Sometimes looks like he's going to run for cover, but stays up. He's very tall, is Stephen Burton.
125. 128. Stephen, you require 124.
So 124. Trouble 18.
41. Scott, you require 134.
Tops.
Game shot on the 6th
How about that?
Scott Williams.
Trouble 18, followed by tops to take us all the way. And another match going all 7 legs.
7th and final leg. It's Scott to throw first.
And he's
on.
given us some great stuff for the highlights reel. He's given us that wonderful 170 in match 5 against Andy Jenkins.
96.
He's now given us a 134, 54 tops. We've also had a 160 from Mike Gillett.
41.
A 136 from Andy Jenkins.
85. 140. 100. 133.
To leave 62 after just 4 visits.
100. Scott,
finish
you
the job.
require 62.
Trouble 10. 54 for double 8. He was going. He'll go 18 now for tops.
42.
And he hit 2 of them last
Stephen,
time.
you require 120. 100.
I caught the flight.
Scott, you
The flight
require
on the way in.
20.
Double 10 then. Edging closer.
No score. Stephen, you require 20. Game, shots, and the match. Stephen Burton
Holds his hand up for match darts for Scott Williams. But he lets it pass him by. Stephen Burton, though, a very solid 94-57. Welcome back, Stephen Burton. Right, one more to bring you. Andy Jenkins against Mike Gillett. morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our final match in the opening session of Group B, and it's between Mike Gillet and Andy Jenkins. Confirmation of Burton going top. A win here by Mike Gillet of 4-2 or better. And he will go top. Jenks.
First leg, it's Andy to throw
down there
first.
on the bottom of the table. Really has been a mixed bag for Jenks.
43.
Last time out, Mike Gillett was superb.
85.
Beating Scott Williams 4-1. Averaged over 91 with 9 darts
83.
missed at a double. Highest average of the night in the last match for Stephen Burton, 94.57.
100.
He also had a 91.7 against Andy Jenkins, and that was Andy's only win of the
99.
night so far. And he had a 89.54 against Mike Gillett. Mike Gillett lost to Burton in the opening match. 4-2. Then defeated Colin Monk 4-3.
140.
That 4-1 win over Scott.
Mike, you require 122.
They went 4-5 Andy Jenkins, 11-10 Mike Gillett.
38.
So
Andy, you
93
require
for Jenks.
93.
Has options. Could go ball. Could go treble 19 for double 18. That leaves double 16.
77. Mike, you require 84. Game shot on the first leg. Mike Gillet
finds the ball for a break of throw. And missed doubles has been so costly for Jenks tonight. Paid the price.
Second leg,
Colin
it's Mike
Monk
to throw first. Game on.
A double 16 there. Off 90, off the back of 93 after a great recovery. Treble 14. Only to see this man pick off the bullseye.
42. $100. 42. 83. 30. 98. 140. Mike, you require 160.
He's got 6 darts at it. For the second time tonight.
120.
Took it out against Colin Monk. I thought he was going to do it again.
48. Mike, you require 40. Game shot on the second leg. Mike
Finds
Gillet.
the double 10 to double his lead and hold throw. Jenks not quite at the races so far. Trails 2-0.
Third leg, it's Andy to throw first. Game on.
Back to back. 18 dart legs for Mike Gillett. And they've been more than enough.
100.
Jenks missing one dart to hold throw in leg one.
$180.
I was in the hot seat
99.
one of the last times Mike Gillett was involved, and he just looks a much better player when he picks up the pace. He's into a good rhythm here.
140.
And he's gone 180, 140.
41. 86. 57. Mike, you require 95.
3 leaves double 16 for 3-0.
79.
For a 12 dart break of throw. Again, as in leg 2, Andy Jenkins.
81. Mike,
Well
you
back.
require 16. Game shot on the third leg.
It's
Mike
very
Gillet.
tidy. 14 dart break of throw for Mike Gillett, and he's one leg away now from being the overnight leader.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
This won't do Andy's leg difference
66.
any good whatsoever. He's already lost one match tonight, 4-0. He's going to leave himself a mountain to climb, but he did that in Group A.
140.
And on Wednesday, when he really had to, won 4 out of 5 matches to snatch third place to qualify for this Group B. And again,
180.
when Mike Gillett picks up the pace, he looks a different player.
140. 55.
Sometimes when you're being a little slower and a little bit more deliberate, nerves can take hold.
45.
If you can get rid of this 200 in 6 darts, you'll run out a 4-0 winner.
100.
Yeah, very close to the 140. Our referee, Charlie Colstefine, having a second look.
125. Mike, you
So,
require
for the match,
100.
Treble 20 and tops. Tops. No, it's a single.
41. And you require 51.
So for a break, a throw. Ooh, Andy, double 16.
19. Mike, you require 59.
It's just a lack of confidence. Mike finds the 19, misses tops.
39.
2 match darts
And you require 32.
for 4-0.
16.
Wow, that is so close.
Mike, you require 20.
That third dart at double 8 was right on the wire. Like that one. Yeah, even
Game,
Mike
shot,
had to give that
and the match.
a
Mike
look.
Gillet.
And Jenks is obviously distraught as Mike Gillet with a very steady enough 85-89 average, 2 180s in the match, and it all started with that 84 checkout on the ball. Right, we are going to return tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for the conclusion of Group C. We'll see you then.